Thank you guys so much tuning in another episode, another interview here on the King Solomon platform. We call these interviews episodes, but this KS News platform is our trending topics, current events, commentating journalism platform where we bring to you our perspective on what's going on in the news, what's trending in the news. And so this is the KS News platform. We also have guests and everything on this platform. Be on the lookout for KS News as we begin to commentate on all current topics, trending topics, and having guests on, so and panels and stuff like that. So just like every other channel, but focuses on the news. I want to say thank you so much for your support. Take this time now to subscribe and to share the links if you guys can. Share the links. You have King Solomon Entertainment on YouTube, as well as the Cultural Scribe, which is our artist platform right there trending at the bottom. Make sure you guys subscribe to our YouTube channels. Also on Instagram with King KING Solomon, underscore Solomon SOLOMON underscore EENT underscore on Instagram. King underscore Solomon underscore ENT underscore. And on Facebook with Solomon SOLOMON Davis. Make sure you guys subscribe, share. If you guys want to support us directly, that's the Cash App. Make sure you guys do so. You are free to do so. And we thank you guys so much for all the continual support and all the support you guys give us. Make sure you guys share this link. Thank you guys so much. And so today we're going to talk about the couple of trending topics that's in the news. We're going to start off first with the New York subway incident with the unhoused Jordan Neely. He was killed by another fellow city subway passenger in New York. He was held in a chokehold for several minutes on the New York subway station. According to police, the video taken of the incident was because of Neely was allegedly yelling, out loud, saying somewhat provocative things of just outbursts. We don't know if they made any sense or he was just agitated because, of a particular reason. They tried to give it context, but no one really knew why he was hollering or if it made any sense, like oftentimes unhoused people do, kind of tying into maybe a mental challenge of something to that effect. But the reason why the fellow passenger grabbed him and put him in a chokehold is unclear. I don't know if he was agitated by what Mr. Neely was saying or what. This is when the media begins to become the voice of the people and of Mr. Neely. And this is why it was so important for him to get representation, which he did eventually. According to NYPD, the 24-year-old man subdued Neely, who was allegedly harassing passengers and making threats. ABC News, the man wasn't specifically being threatening by Neely when he intervened. So you have all these different perspectives from the mainstream, but he was not being threatened by Neely. He was not being threatened, but he took it upon himself to be self-policing or whatever he called himself, which is unclear. You got to be very, very vigilant and aware about not speaking for the voiceless if you don't know what it is that has happened. There was no cause for him to put the man in a chokehold. Then if you was to give him the benefit of the doubt and say, hey, why were you apprehended him? Why was he in a chokehold? Then you fill in the gaps of what the mainstream media said because he was threatening. Threatening to who? Threatening out loud, threatening to whoever felt threatening. He was screaming out loud. Was he screaming to somebody in particular? So what was the threat? And we have to stop this. We have to stop villainizing unhoused people or Black people or anyone of that matter. You don't take it upon yourself to self-police or to apprehend somebody and then hold them in a chokehold for several minutes until their death. Like this is crazy. The police confirmed Neely lost conscience after the physical struggle. Neely was rushed to the Lenox Hill Hospital, where where he was pronounced dead. The medical examiner determined that Neely was killed by the chokehold, and his death had been ruled a homicide. So he was indeed murdered, according to autopsy. He was murdered. But you can listen to the facts of the transcript as it reads to why would a fellow passenger put somebody in a chokehold for several minutes, whether they was being loud and disturbing the peace or whatever. I mean, he didn't deserve to die or even be apprehended. This is crazy. And it's quote by I believe this was the investigation. I forgot the quote. Who quoted? But said, let's be clear. Any possible um, uh, means of death challenge that Jordan may have been experiencing where no reason for his life to be taken. Yes, no matter what the challenges was, no matter what possible a mental break or challenge that he was having result into the fact that he lost his life. So I don't know why they begin now to fill in the gaps of what he had must have been doing or what type of disruption. It don't matter the disruption. He did not put his hands on nobody. He was not trying to hurt nobody. It wasn't self-defense. It don't matter what it was. You know what I'm saying? He was just, making outbursts. Nobody had no right to put him in chokehold and for several minutes. What was your justification, if there was any, to have him in a chokehold and to have him in a chokehold for so long? It don't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. It was clearly murder, and he should not be getting away with this. And so glad it was ruled a homicide, and they're doing further investigations. But it's so interesting how, even though this is blatantly clear, all these investigations are going on. Very interesting. But that's what happens when there's a black person that was murdered. So, but hopefully Jordan Neely get his justice, justice for Jordan Neely. So we want to definitely give you guys this story and let you know we will be following this story as well. So definitely check this as one of the ones that we will be following here on KS News. And take this time now to share, hit like the link, comment, give your thoughts. We gave out the cash out. Make sure you guys donate. Whatever you guys give is greatly appreciated. Moving on to the next story. We usually do one story per video, but we're trying to cover as much current news as possible now as we move forward into covering trending topics and current news topics. This is more on the lighter note, not really, but kind of sort of by comparison, definitely a lighter note, entertainment with the Chris Brown and the Usher debacle. We want to start from the very beginning, where Usher was hosting, or rumored that he threw this surprise party for his good friend and buddy Chris Brown. It was a skate party. Those you may not know, Usher also has a skate deal with skating attire or some type of skating items, or I don't know what he sells under the skate items, but he has a skate partnership where he sells merchandise, or he's a part of a brand. He went out to skate rink. A bunch of celebrities came. One of the ones in attendance was Teyana Taylor. Now, mind you, that Raymond and Usher Raymond Jr. and Chris Brown have a lot of similar members. They share a lot of similar team members. Usher has a team. Chris Brown has a team. A lot of the members are the same. So, not only are they good friends, they share our team members. And it's been rumored that that has been also a part of the rift. Another part of the rift could be the fact that everybody know that Chris Brown is the artist in regards to graffiti art, in regards to skating, and maybe he felt the way because they gave him the art, the skating partnership, and not to Chris Brown. Maybe that's something that he had an issue with his team. The team should have got it for him. And that's another thing that's going around. And so this also is tied back to the American Music Awards when they didn't want Chris Brown to perform. That whole debacle as well. But Teyana Taylor has also been an advocate and a good friend to Chris, even back with the Rihanna situation. Teyana Taylor always held him down as well. She went on tour. We've seen all the viral videos on tour. Teyana came on stage, killing it on the tour, dancing and doing the choreography for Chris Brown tour. Really, really good friends. But there's been a rift in their relationship because of the American Music Awards situation, where it says Sierra and Teyana Taylor pulled out for whatever reason is unclear. And so that's has been kind of the reason why for the rift. They also say Chris had been drinking. He was kind of lit on some on drinking, and then the argument started where he was just stressing his disdain with Teyana, and some people had reported that it got kind of disrespectful, and he was calling Teyana a bunch of names and so on and so forth. And that's when Usher, who's also friends with Teyana Taylor, and he invited Teyana Taylor, intervene and say, "Oh no, 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 you cannot, definitely talk to Teyana like that." Um, Usher videos are out. There is video footage that's out where they were saying that they could not talk about the incident. There was a gag order put out. They could not show any video. They could not show anything about it. But now Usher has been posting. There is a video out of the skating party. You can see footage now on the on the web. And shout out to the Shade Room. Shade Room has been reporting as well. And so this is definitely going on. So this is a big, big case. Shout out to Nick Weber. I see you, brother. And so so this is what's happening. So Chris also is having an issue with the fact that he seemed like he was not supported, and that they supposed to be here asking Teyana to leave, and Teyana was okay with leaving, but then Usher like she don't have to leave. She's a guest here, and I guess rumor has that Usher paid for it. Not only hosted, but he paid for it. So he was telling Teyana she couldn't leave, and then that's when the both of the camps got into it. Now, mind you, a lot of the members are both the same, so it's not clear of who actually jumped, who a part of Chris Brown team actually jumps on Usher or gets into the debacle. Because, like I said, they are it's pretty much similar to having the same management. A lot of the members are the same. Some of them are not. So it's unclear who actually jumped on Usher from Chris Brown camp. But this whole thing is trending in the news, and hopefully someone will come forth very soon to talk about it, and that we'll get some type of clarity. And I'll be following this. I've been seeing all videos posted on the Shade Room, as well as Usher has been posted. Have not heard from Chris Brown yet, and have not heard from Teyana Taylor. Have not heard from any of Chris Brown or Usher camp. And so, but people are starting to talk about it. And yeah, so I don't know what type of gag order it was, or what type of instruction, was it 24 hours or 48 hours, but people are definitely starting to talk about it. So we will be following this. And yeah, this next story we'll be following, and we'll bring it back to you as soon as we hear more. And so, guys, definitely thank you so much. It's KS News platform here on Kingside Entertainment. Share, share, share the links. Subscribe. As we say, we're here right there. Subscribe to King Solomon Entertainment. The link is going across right there. That's the link. Make sure you guys subscribe. Hit us directly on the Cash App. We appreciate it. Every donation that you give is greatly appreciated. Make sure you guys subscribe to the backup channels as well. We really, really appreciate you guys. Thank you guys so much. Until next time, this is King Solomon Entertainment, bringing you more great interviews on all our platforms here on King Solomon Entertainment as we continue to grow. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. We appreciate you guys. Thank you for the support. Until next time, guys, thank you guys so much. Appreciate you. Until next time. Right.
King Solomon.